fires at the ranch where, hey, I'm on my way to town, and I get in my car and I take off down the road and there's a pasture on fire.
Yeah.
So I turn around, I go back home, and I call and I say, hey, there's a fire in this pasture, and now everybody's got a tow sack, and that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Is your favorite color hotter than fire engine red? Oh yeah.
All right. What is the wildest story that you can think of about being married to a cowboy or dating a cowboy? Because I feel like you might have a really good one.
It's funny because, you start to think about the wildest things that have ever happened, and they become eventually just, everyday
Things
life.
that happen, yes.
And you kind of become jaded by that because my boss is not from West Texas, is not familiar too much with the ranch life, and he likes to tell me that I have the craziest life. And I think things like, well, I didn't think that was too bad, and so I think we just kind of get normalized by the wildness of just the everyday.
Oh yeah.
There's been times, Cree's horseback, his horse steps in a hole, he's down, his horse is on top of him. We've had fires at the ranch where, hey, I'm on my way to town, and I get in my car and I take off down the road and there's a pasture on fire.
Yeah.
So I turn around, I go back home, and I call and I say, hey, there's a fire in this pasture, and now everybody's got a tow sack, and that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Or, hey, I've got my church clothes on and I'm in sandals, and I'm on my way to town for church, and cows are out in places they're not supposed to be, so turn around and go put my clothes back on, and there we go. And so I think there's just an everyday, it's an adventure.
Yeah,
it's absolutely an adventure. We've had my first time at the ranch with Cree. It was our first ranch date.
Yes.
He took me around the ranch on a little tour, and we got stuck in the mud, and then we went up to the mines to see the quarry and got a flat. So he's parked on an incline at the mines changing a flat, and I'm just thinking, I don't know. I just don't know about this guy. And here we are, 11 years into marriage, but 2 kids. But I think there's just kind of an everydayness of rolling with the punches.
Yes.
We've got, we've had situations where I get phone calls, hey, I'm at such and such mountain, can you come pick me up? And so whatever it is I'm doing, drop that, go pick him up because he's broken down, or whatever the case may be. And fun times with that too, just, the newborn ranch mom life, took Chase to the pens.
Yeah.
He was strapped on in a whatever, bundle I could get him in, and I had a bottle in one side and was helping in the pens, and Chase is just right here. And
oh my gosh.
Just working your life around ranch life.
Yes. I love it so much.
Yeah.
Have you noticed a change in gender roles on the ranch, or traditional roles on the ranch, since you started to be a ranch wife 11 years ago and now?
Just personally, yes.
Yeah.
I started out going horseback, being heavily involved in our spring and fall works and the operation side, checking waters, feeding cows, the whole
nine.
The whole nine. And, by default, kind of had to just become mom.
Yep.
And I don't have hard feelings about that.
Yeah.
It's kind of just the reality of how, how we live. And so I could have chosen to make that more of a priority for myself and to insist, I'm going to pack the baby horseback. I just didn't.
Yeah.
Now that everybody's a little bit more grown and independent, I try to be more involved when I can, right? Yeah. But I would say that in terms of my personal life, it's definitely shifted from more of a partnership in the ranch life aspect to where, our roles are a little bit more, Cree does the ranch stuff.
Yep.
I take care of the kids and my own career.
Yep.
I know that when Cree and I first started dating, Marilyn used to tell me all the time, girls didn't work cattle.
Yep.
They just didn't.
That's how my grandma and my mom both saw
They did the
it.
cooking. They
Yeah.
took care of everybody. They did not go horseback. And when Cree and I first started dating, I did. And she said, I just think that's so great that you do. And, you know, of course that's changed. But I don't know that, I mean, I see a lot more women, I feel like, involved in agriculture and in ranching. And it's inspiring.
Yeah.
There are so many moms that they didn't do what I did. I mean,
Yep.
they still go hard.
Yep.
You know, they do pack their babies horseback, and they do
Yep.
still very much live that ranch life. So I would say that people are trying to maintain that a little bit
Yes.
better,
Yeah.
and not allow themselves to, I don't want to say
Get
fall by the
stuck in
wayside,
one
but yeah, get
or
stuck
the
in a
other.
role.
Yep.
Yeah, that's just been my experience.
I love it. That's so great. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.